G'day guys and welcome to the Aussie Gooner channel. I'm Steve O, I'm the Aussie Gooner guys, and I'm back. I'm back because the Premier League is back. Now I haven't gone too far. I've been doing a bit of this and that and all of the above with a couple other guys. You see me in the football capital talking about Newcastle. You would also maybe see me on bits and bobs talking about Tyson Fury, a little bit about Newcastle, you know, a little bit about this and a little bit about that. I haven't disappeared. I'm still here. The Premier League's what I like. I don't like much more. And so right now, Premier League's back, and I'm back, and so is Arsenal. Now, guys, this is a preview for Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. I'm going to discuss a little bit about the game coming up. And you know what? I'm a little bit confident. I'm always confident when it comes to Arsenal. I was confident against Brighton, but the guys didn't show up. But in this game, I've got a little bit more confidence, mainly because Crystal Palace aren't on the best of runs. Yeah, we aren't on the best of runs either, but our football is looking good. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about Crystal Palace and where they're at, yeah, and what they're about and what we're about. Now, look, Crystal Palace have come off some hard losses, just like we did. They got hammered by Chelsea. They got hammered by Liverpool. They got held up to a draw against West Ham. They drew against Brentford. The only win came against Tottenham. And guess what? It was for 3. So we got that in common. But Crystal Palace haven't looked sharp. Now, they've got some injuries here and there. Benteke is actually out. I think he's still out he's been out for a while now. So that works good for us. Patrick Vieira's side did us a favour against Tottenham, but I hope he's not going to come to the Emirates and try and do a number on us. Now, they have got some danger men. You know, your Wilfred Zaha, oh, yeah, okay, maybe. Ayew, yeah, okay. But without Benteke, and I know he hasn't been in the best of form, but he's the kind of a big man, and I really think that Zaha and Benteke together is a little bit dangerous. But you know what? With him out of the equation, I think we're going to look half decent now. Now, Crystal Palace have been playing a 4-3-3 from the get-go. Now, Vieira's set his boys in that way. Win, lose or draw, they're playing 4-3-3. That's their football. And I like that because they're not going to be changing it. They're not going to change it up against us. If they haven't changed it up yet, they're not going to be changing it up against us. So we know how they're going to come at us. We know their threats. We know how they're going to try and drive through, and we can adapt to that. Now, the good thing is our formation, the 4-2-3-1, actually works really well against a 4-3-3. So when we're talking about tactically, we're a step ahead. Talking about on the pitch, we do have better players. Crystal Palace right now, guys, we all know where they're sitting. They're sitting in 14th, right? Now, they're sitting in 14th, but they only need 3 points to jump up the ladder. Now, if they're sitting on 7 points, we're sitting on 10. They get 3, and to be honest, they got a better goal difference than us. They could drop us down further down the ladder. So we really need this win, guys. We need to show some cojones. We need to show some grit. We need to show some drive in this game. I need to see the same level of commitment that we had against Tottenham against Crystal Palace. Now, I know that the game against Brighton really put a lot of people off. It put me off. Now, we started off that game hard, just like I thought we would, but we fell into our shell. We fell into that Arsenal shell that as soon as another team presses us, right, we kind of go on the back foot. And we don't know what to do. Now, look, I honestly believe that that could have been a tactical issue for Mikel Arteta. And if I'm wrong, comment below. What do you guys think it was against Brighton? Was it a tactical issue? Now, you remember I told everyone what the formation was going to be with Brighton because they adapted to every single other formation. So do you think against Brighton it was more tactical, less player, or a bit of both? The one thing I did take out of that Brighton game is defensively, we are rock solid. So Crystal Palace, or most teams, are going to have a hard time breaking us down right now. This is a good thing. This is great. A defensive line we can rely on? Shit, we haven't seen that since George Graham. You know what I mean? Arsene Wenger, he got himself a decent defensive line when he came in. Good goalkeeper. And that's what we got now. So defensively, we're sound. And Crystal Palace are going to have a hard time. I mean, Zaha, yeah, great player that he is. Whatever. Doesn't mean he can get through our defence. I don't think so. I honestly think we're going to come into this game maybe a little bit stronger than them. So to be perfectly honest, I don't think Crystal Palace have got too much of a chance against us, but it depends on the football we play. Their formation, yeah, our formation sets up a lot better than theirs. It just depends if they can come at us as a complete team. Now, Patrick Vieira, I mean, he's a great player. He's an Arsenal legend. He knows what he's facing. He's not a twit. And I hope that he's going to have a bad day at the office when it comes to us, yeah? Now, when it comes to our lads, I'm real G'd up about our defensive line. Yeah, okay, I like the defensive side. That's me, and that's how it is. But you know what? I say a team that doesn't leak goals is a team that can win games. You know what I mean? If you can go into a game zip, you get yourself 1 point. If you can go into a game 1-0 to the Arsenal, 1-0, the old George Graham style, you get 3. I don't care how we get them, as long as we get 3 points and we can climb the ladder. Right? And right now, defensively, we're looking sound. Our midfield's looking good. Our defenders are looking good. Our front, we're looking a bit shoddy, but hey, look, that can get better. Now, our guys on the international break did very well. Aubameyang got himself a goal. Saka got himself a goal. Pepe got himself a goal. Thomas Partey, wow, gets himself a goal. I mean, for his country, his foot ain't bent. He can sit him in, he can sit him straight. But for Arsenal, well, he's still sending balls left, right and centre. They're making it all the way over to Australia, you know. So I'm hoping that Thomas Partey can either get his foot into gear for Arsenal, or maybe he can just sit in his defensive role and play the game that we bought him for. Sit back, be the anchor, slow the game down, distribute the ball. Just do that for me, mate, and stop wasting good chances. You know what I'm saying, mate? If you haven't got it right by now, get it right in training and then maybe try it out on the pitch. Now, I know you scored for your country. If you can do it for us, if you got goals in you, that's great. But right now, I need a CDM that's going to sit there and do his job. Now, if I can get a goal from you, I'll take it. But I'm not expecting one. So anyway, guys, that's enough about Partey. It's enough about Partey, but I really do think that our guys have got the upper hand here. Now, I reckon we're going to be taking them down the wings. I think our boys are going to be pushing down the wings, and that's where we're going to expose them. But again, that depends on how our team shape up, how our team take the game to Crystal Palace. We need to see drive. We need to see some ferocity. We need to see some pressure. Now, I don't mean just pressure going forward. I mean in every aspect. I need our boys to muscle them, out-muscle them, hit them hard, hit them strong. If they're on the ball, hammer. I know that cards are going to be coming in, but we need to show them that we're a hard team and not soft cock Arsenal, yeah? Which is what we're renowned for. We're renowned for being that team, right, that as soon as we go down a goal, right, that's it. We don't want to come back. And if we're getting pressed, we don't want to come back. We'll just lie on our shell and pray for the best. No, we need to show some drive. Now, going more on that topic, that takes me to our captain. Now, comment below. I really do not believe Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang should be our captain. And here's the reason why. I'm going to justify it. Aubameyang, look, he does a mad celebration. He's got the nice hair. He's always smiling. He's carrying on. But he's not out there barking orders. He's not out there telling guys to pull their head in. He's not telling guys they're out of position. He's not telling guys what they should be doing. He's not. He's just rolling around like he's looking for the captain, even though he's got the armband. Dude, you are the captain. You need to bark orders. You need to tell these guys what to do. You need to command the boys. You need to tell them, guys, get in a position. You need to tell Odegaard. You need to tell Emil Smith-Rowe that they don't just go forward, but they go back and not expose Kieran Tierney. Lallana had a great time with that. That's your duty. The gaffer can't do it from the sideline. No one can hear him. You need to get in there, scream at your boys and say, get the hell back, get the hell forward. Same with Saka. That's your job as a captain. You need to praise them when they've done well, but you need to pull them up when they've done bad, and you've got to tell them where they're going wrong. Now, I think that's a big deal when it comes to Arsenal. We don't have that backbone. We don't have that leader of men on the pitch. Now, I don't think Aubameyang's that man. If he can change, he needs to change now. He needs to change right now. If he's not going to change right now, unfortunately, I think that armband's got to go to someone else. Now, you guys tell me. You tell me, comment below. Is Aubameyang the best fit when it comes to captain? Now, I don't think he is. I don't think he's strong enough to be captain. And without a captain, we don't have a backbone. Now, if you agree with me and you think he shouldn't be captain, comment down below and tell me who in the Arsenal squad right now should be captain. Who do you guys think should be captain if Aubameyang isn't captain? To be perfectly honest, a lot of guys I know would say maybe Ramsdale, but he's too new. I don't think Ramsdale. I honestly believe Kieran Tierney would be a great fit. Now, I know he's young, but he's the only guy that really gets phased when he loses a game, you know? So hopefully, I mean, look, it's going to be horrible to see a captain lose the armband and get it handed to someone else, but I want the right fit. There's no point grabbing a player who plays right back and putting him in as a striker because he wants to play striker. If you're not a striker, you're not playing striker. If you're not a captain, guess what? You're not going to be a captain. If you can't take a free kick, Thomas Partey for Arsenal. You're not taking a free kick. Just because you want to doesn't mean you're gonna. Yeah? Anyway. So I think Arsenal are going to shape up pretty much the same, guys. I think a lot of the football is going to go into the midfield, but really throw out to the wing. So we're going to see, I think we're going to see Takahiro moving up and down that wing a lot. And I believe Kieran Tierney is going to be doing the same. I think our attacking play is going to be mainly down the wings to expose their midfield. Right? Now, as long as the guys up front can also come back, then we're not going to get exposed on a counter. And we need both Emil Smith-Rowe and we need Saka to really fulfill the defensive duties. Much like Takahiro and Kieran Tierney, of course, they're going forward and coming back. They're attacking. They're supporting their wingers. They need the wingers to come back and support them in defence. That's what this formation is all about. Now, in goal, we all going to know that Aaron Ramsdale is going to be the first choice goalkeeper. Leno has made it clear that he wants out of Arsenal, and to be perfectly honest, that's fine. But we've still got him till the end of the season, and he's going to be a great backup goalkeeper. As far as I see it, Ramsdale's going to be the number one keeper. Now, moving forward, we're going to have to start thinking about who's going to be number two, and it's not going to be Runnison. So we're going to have to start thinking about that. But we've got plenty of time for that. In the number two, it's going to be Takahiro. I know he had a hard game against the Brighton, but he held it up. Saka let him down in that game, but he held it up. That offensive line held up, and I'm really a believer of this number two, right? So he's going to slot in. He's been doing well for Arsenal ever since he's come in. Now, Ben White's been looking really good. Ben White's looking a lot better with Thomas Partey in front of him. He's looking a lot more solid. He's getting a little bit more comfortable on the ball. The other thing that's happening is he's starting to build a decent relationship with Gabriel. Now, moving on to Gabriel, I'm starting to see a bit of a leader in Gabriel. I'm starting to see that. And I'm starting to see a really good partnership between him and Ben White. Now, he's barking orders from time to time to Ben White, but Ben White's taking that on board. And I've seen that a couple of times, and I like that. I'm also seeing it from Ramsdale as well. The defensive line and goalkeeper, that cohesion is phenomenal right now. We've got that done and dusted. We don't have to worry about our defenders and what they're doing. They're doing a job. Kieran Tierney is going to hit on the left-hand side. He's had a hard season so far, but you know what? We all know the quality that he's got, and we all know that he can produce in any game. The guy's solid. Left, right, or centre, that guy's solid. And he knows his job. He knows he has to go forward. He knows he has to come back. But he needs Emil Smith-Rowe to do his job as well. I know Emil Smith-Rowe is young, but if you're playing in this formation, remember, you've got to come back and you've got to track your man. Yeah? You let Tierney down. You let this team down against Brighton. Now, we need you to shape up. Those were your mistakes. Don't make them again. Plain and simple. That's what the gaffer should be telling Emil Smith-Rowe and Saka. Partey in the midfield. I'm hoping he's just going to be the anchor that he is. I hope that he's going to be a lot more solid than he was against Brighton. A lot of easy tackles, losing the ball in dangerous positions. I don't want to see that again from him. I want to see the Partey that we bought from Atletico. I want to see that. I've got to see that because right now that game against Brighton wasn't great. So hopefully he can be the anchor. I don't really expect him to go forward too much. I want him to be the anchor. I want him to be a defensive midfielder. And if he's got a goal in him, cheers for that. If he ain't, it's all good. Just do your job. Stop the game, slow it down, distribute the ball, hang back. That's all we want. Sambi Lokonga's going to have to fit in, guys. Sambi Lokonga's going to go in. He's going to be the box-to-box, yeah. He's going to be distributing the ball from the defenders up front. Now, he's been doing pretty well so far. He's a young player, but he's going to be looking towards Partey for guidance. Now, in the midfield, Partey is going to be the man that's going to be telling Sambi what you're doing and what you're not doing. So, Partey, man up. Do your job. Tell Sambi what to do with his, yeah? That's your partnership right now. You need to lead, brother. You need to lead that midfield. We need someone strong in the midfield. Martin Odegaard, up front. He was wayward against Brighton, but you know what? Was that Brighton playing a great game, or was that Odegaard playing a shit game? Bit of both, I think. And do we blame the gaffer? Yeah, we can blame him a bit. Why not? Fuck you, Arteta. You fucked us. Anyway, Odegaard, to be honest, is going to be up front. We all know he's the first choice. He's our attacking mid. He's our best choice in midfield. I'm hoping that he's going to get a better chance on the ball this time round, and I hope he's going to have his head down and really thinking about this game and really put in a shift. I need to see more from him. I need to see the Odegaard that I know he can be. And we need him to come to the table because this is the kind of guy that's going to create chances for our wingers and for Aubameyang. Now, Emil Smith-Rowe, I've already touched on him a bit, and we already know that he had problems in the game against Brighton coming back. So he already knows what he has to do when it comes to playing in this formation. His duties are to go forward and back. You got to play hard. You got to you're not hanging forward. You understand? You ain't no wonderful, magical friggin' winger. You've got a job to do, buddy. And it's not just go forward. It's also come back and support when it comes to defending. Don't let Kieran Tierney get exposed, man. You understand? Do your job. And I'm pretty sure Arteta would have told him that. And if he hasn't, tell him that. Saka on the right-hand side. Will he start before Pepe? Probably. Saka scored himself a goal in international duties. Yep, and so did Pepe. But I do believe that Saka's going to be the first choice. A little bit more dangerous on that right-hand side. Not as easy to get knocked off the ball. I just need him to do the same thing that Smith Rowe has to do, which means go back and help out your mate, Takahiro. Defend and attack, so he can go in and attack with you. He's supporting you on runs. You know what I mean? He's overlapping you. You need to do some work with him, yeah? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now, Saka. Show me what you're about, son. All right? Aubameyang up front. Got himself a goal and assist, international. Beautiful. Show me some of that in this game, yeah? I need you to show me that you're a captain. It's all good celebrating a goal like Thierry Henry. How about stop celebrating like Thierry Henry and start becoming a little bit more like Thierry Henry? The leader of men, screaming, yelling, telling players where they've got to be in position. Scream at them when they make a mistake. Praise them when they do something well. Lead these guys. That's your job. That's why you got the armband. It isn't there because it's a fashion statement. It's there because you're the captain. Yeah? Start acting like one. Please. Guys, I mean, I really don't think he's our captain. I really don't. I don't. Look, that's my starting line. Now, I know that we've got Crystal Palace. I know that they looked half decent, but I think we can get at them. I don't think they've been looking too good, right? Benteke's got himself an injury, so it's going to keep him a little bit softer. I know Zaha's a bit of a danger man, but I'm not fazed by either one of them. I really have faith in our defensive line, guys. They're playing very well. It's just about the rest of the team pulling their heads in and putting in a shift and stop disappearing in games. Arteta needs to instill some faith. Arteta needs to push these players, yeah? And this could be make or break for Arteta. If he loses this game, comment below, do you think that kind of puts him in a bad position when it comes to his job? I believe so. I think against Crystal Palace we should see 3 points, and we shouldn't be wondering about it. We should be taking those 3 points, climbing the ladder. But who knows? Who knows what Arsenal we're going to see? I hope we're going to see a passionate, driven, strong Arsenal. An Arsenal that I believe we can beat at any time. But the problem I have is that sometimes the other Arsenal comes out. The soft cock Arsenal. And if the soft cock Arsenal comes out, well, guess what? We're probably going to get a draw. But look, I'm going to predict this as a 2-0 to Arsenal because I do believe they're going to come ready for this game. And I do reckon I do think they can be got at. They're going to play a 4-3-3. It's going to be perfect for us. Okay? And if everyone puts in a shift, we've got better players on the pitch. We got the right formation for this. We got magic. We got this. We got that. We got all of the above. And we can take 3 points from these guys. We need these 3 points, guys. We really do. Look, guys, can you please like, share, comment, subscribe, help out a brother? Please. I'm trying to make this channel all it can be, yeah? And I'm here. I'm going to be here for every Premier League game. So, look, support me out here, guys. I'm going to do the best I can. If you think that Aubameyang should be our captain, let me know down below. What do you guys think is going to be the scoreline? Crystal Palace v Arsenal. Do you guys think we're going to get a win or a loss? Predicted scorelines. And do you guys agree with my starting line? Do you think there should be a change in midfield or up front? I don't think the back line will change, but hey, let me know. Please comment down below, guys. Again, please like, share, subscribe, and from the Aussie Gooner, cross fingers, we got 3 points in this, but Uru, guys, Uru.